Hello everyone, welcome along to the studio here at Rathbone Manor, and today I'm going to be taking a look at these locking pliers here. But first of all, a little story. I recently got a nice little bonus at work the other week, so I thought to myself, I might spend a little bit of that and buy myself a tool for Christmas. So I thought, oh, I know, what I really do fancy is a Knipex Cobra XXL. I thought, oh yeah, I definitely want one of those. I'm going to spend a little bit of my bonus and buy one of those. So I said to Mrs Rathbone, oh, I'm going to spend some of my bonus and get myself a Knipex Cobra XXL. And she's like, what? I said, yeah, you know, a little bit of money on. No, you're bloody not. So I'm like, why not? You're not wasting money. How much is it anyway? I said, well, about 106 quid. No, you're bloody not. Definitely not spending 160 quid on a bloody tool that you'll never use. So that went out the window, didn't it? So I thought, ugh. Anyway, getting back to these little fellows here. Several months ago at the car boot sale, when they had an auto jumble, I was rifling through one of the boxes there and I found this tool right here, and I thought, well, that looks interesting. So I handled it and then put it back down again and wandered off and forgot about it. Then the next car boot sale with the auto jumble, I picked up that exact same tool again, and I don't know why I didn't purchase it, because it was quite interesting, as you can see. So anyway, I had another word with Mrs Rathbone. I said, well, can I spend just a teensy weensy bit of my bonus on a new tool? And she goes, what do you want to buy now? I said, well, how about this? And I showed her. And she's like, another waste of bloody money. I said, well, not really. I said, because I want one of those. It's quite nice, isn't it? Now, go on then, for God's sake. So here it is. Okay then, so what do we have here exactly? Well, we have a Facom, as you can see there hopefully, Facom 500A locking pliers. They're supposed to be a similar thing to like, you know, the self-locking grips here that you see. Obviously you push a little lever and they open up, and you can adjust the size with a little turn screw just here. Look. Now I've got several of them, as you can see here. Here's some Elora, well, these Elora grip. These are a bit grubby, but they're still alright. And I've got this interesting pair here. Look, this is an Irwin vice grip, a proper pair, but this is like a 75th anniversary. It's been well used. It's been in a welding shop, as you can see, and unfortunately the top jaw has actually come loose. So they don't quite work as they should do, but it's quite an interesting find, in that it's an anniversary special, so I quite like that. I got it from probably a couple of years ago at the car boot sale. But anyway, let's have a look at these little fellas right here, shall we? And what we have here is actually slip joint locking pliers. That's really interesting, isn't it? We've got an adjuster just here, look. That's what they call the micrometer adjustment. We've got a little release lever just here. So basically you push this lever and they open. But they, unlike standard locking pliers, these ones stay the same grip, as it were, the same width, so you can get your hand around it like so. Whatever setting we've got, and you adjust the settings like so. So if we open it right wide open, look, you can still see, you can still get hold of them quite easily. Unlike your standard locking pliers, which tend to open a little bit beyond your grip, and they really, yeah, you can see they get, you know, get a little bit mad there. So that's what I think is a clever feature of these little fellows right here. And you can close them up just like so, hit the button and they release. And so all you just do is get up with these two little tabs here, little black tabs there. Get up with those like that, and you can just slide it to where you want them. I think it's pretty neat. They're quite well made, quite like them, quite like the finish. You've got this sort of satin finish of some description here. It's probably some sort of like satin chrome, I would imagine, with a little bit of black going on just here to offset it, which is quite nice, this black and chrome finish. The jaws are quite interesting too. You've got a long jaw just here with a slot in it, as you can see. So you can see that, the slot. There we go. And the idea of having a long jaw here and this little short one is you can see how it lines up quite nicely in the centre of the upper jaw. Look. So yeah, they're quite nicely made. I think what we're going to have to do though, guys, is we're going to have to take them down to the workshop and see exactly what we can do with them. Okay, so here we are in the workshop. Now I'm quite pleased with the build quality of these pliers here, the Facom 500As. There are one or two little cons that I'm not too keen on. These roll pins here, this one sticks out a little bit on this side so you can feel it, and this one here sticks out quite a way on this side, and it's quite uncomfortable if you run your finger across it. So I think we'll try to address both of those issues right now with a punch. See if we can correct those up then. Let's have a go at this one then, see if we can pop this one in a bit better. That's better. I'm sticking out this side a bit now. They're a bit long by the looks of it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to compromise on that one. What about this one here then? Yeah, it's a bit better. Just tapping back through a little bit. So that one's not too bad. Hopefully you can see there, guys, that was not too bad now. Feels a little bit rough on this side. This one here is quite a bit long. You can either have it sticking out this side or you can have it sticking out this side, but it's a lot better than it was anyway. Okay, so let's have a look what we can actually hold with these pliers then. So it's not unlike this style of self-gripping pliers here. These are rounded jaws, but these are quite square. I don't know if you could actually hold something round in here if it was large enough, but let's see what we can get hold of with this jaw here then. Try something round. Let's give this bolt a go, shall we? So we just release the jaw. I think the idea is you turn the little adjuster here until it's just about, that's a bit loose is that, so just wind it in a little bit, close the jaw down a little bit until it just gets hold of whatever you're getting hold of, and then it's a bit tight that, so just back it off a bit, hopefully. Not in. It's got hold of it. Seems to have a fairly decent grip of it. Could be a bit tighter I guess, but it's definitely got a hold of it anyway. Because it's got a slightly rounded jaw here. So let's get hold of it. There we go. It's got a good hold of it. Right, let's take a look at this pipe then here. What size pipe we got here? About 20mm. There we go. See how well it can grip hold of this. Well, at the moment it's not really going to go in there, so we can either try adjusting the slip joint like so. Try that. It's a bit loose, so we'll try the micrometer adjustment on there. Release them off again. Wow, it's a bit bloody hell. That's got it, but it's a bit tight. Back it off a little bit. It's got a decent hold of it. Well, we've got it clamped nice and tight in the vise here. That's what we can do. Yeah, it's slipping a little bit. But it's yeah, it's definitely got a hold of it anyway. And you can see the marks left by the jaw there. I wonder if we can use them to remove this fixing here. That's turning the whole pipe in the vise. There we go. Cool. So we had it just about right. Let's have a look. Yeah, So you can just about use it as a sort of ratcheting pipe wrench style. And back again, that's quite good. That's not too bad at all. I wonder if we could clamp a couple of sheets of aluminium together. Let's have a look. We're going to have to make them a bit smaller, and we're going to have to run in the adjuster as well. Let's have a look, see how well that does. That's definitely got hold of them, look, definitely. Cool, yeah, that's definitely holding them nice and tight. Obviously it's going to mar aluminium, but yeah, it's got a good hold of some couple of sheets of aluminium then. I wonder if we could use them to tighten a nut. This is an M10. Let's get it adjusted to suit and clamped up there. Oh, come loose in the vise. There we go. Right, try that again. Clamp it on. Yeah, it's kind of gripping it, but then on the other end it's slipping a little bit as well. Getting it off. Yep, got that one. What do you think we could do with this M4 nylock nut here then? We'll adjust it to suit. That's too big. Right, so we'll have to just a little bit. It's definitely got a good hold of it. Yes. So one can actually use it on a fairly decent size nut and bolt as well, by the looks of it, guys. Wow. Alrighty then, so it seems to have passed the test quite nicely. Let's get it adjusted back up again, and we'll get it backed up to the studio then. And here we are back in the studio. So yeah, they seem to be like a nice pair of self-grip pliers. You can get different heads. As I say, this one's flat with a curve there, but you can get more sort of like a curved style of head on these as well, jaws on these as well. They might be a lot better for what I was using them for, like pipe work and nuts and bolts, etc. These are very good at clamping things together, as we saw with those aluminium plates down there. Okay, so what do I like about these pliers? Well, how could you not like this design? A really modern design, very clever with the slip joint here. These were actually sold by Proto as well, under the J500A, I believe. Let's take a look at the catalogue page here for them. But yeah, it's a very easy adjustment on these things. You just pull the trigger and out they come, and they don't ever get any bigger than the span of your hand either, which is quite good. So they don't get out of control that way. They feel nice in the hand, nice and smooth. I like the finish, this nice satin finish here. Are there any cons? Well, there are about 2 or 3, yes. We had a problem with these pins here, as you remember. I sorted those out. That was still sticky out of it, but not as bad as it was. Also, down this end of things, there's a nice little burr they've left just there, and that is quite a nice, sharp little burr, is that right there. So yeah, that's the cons. Can't think of any other cons for them. We have a year of manufacture stamped into the handle in here. It says 22. It says 22 in there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll put a picture up for you. There's 22 in there. So it's obviously made this year. But what a nice pair of slip joint self-grip pliers. As I say, we've got the micrometer adjustment there, look. Slip joint as well. You can open them right up so you can get out some very large pieces of kit with this. Very large indeed. And the adjustment is very simple. Simply get all these 2 black pieces here, like that. Pull it back, slide it up. And there we are. And so we've got several different positions as well. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different positions on this one. I think the older pair may have had about 4 different positions in them. Let's have a look. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the Facom 500As? I think they're a very nice design. They're certainly going into my collection. They'll be going into my toolbox down there in the workshop. But yes, what a nice pair of pliers. Please let me know down in the comments what you think, if you like them. As I say, there are several different designs of these. You've got ones with longer jaws, you've got curved jaws, you've got one with a special wobbly bit on the end of the jaw as well. So, but I prefer, this is my favourite style. This is why I bought this one, the 500A. Alrighty guys, well thanks for popping over to Rathbone Manor and taking a look at the Facom 500As here. Thank you to Mrs Rathbone for letting me buy them. Just a shame I couldn't get hold of my Knipex Cobra XXLs. Mind you, what on earth I'd have done with them I don't know, but there we go, I would have liked a pair. Never mind. Alright then guys, well thanks for popping over. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram. And I'll catch you back here at Rathbone Manor in a future video. Thanks for watching.